Okay, folks, this is the Hyundai Elantra where the transmission came out of, and since it's all opened up and stuff, let's take a look. So, yep, that's the, you can see there's a big hole down there. See, you shouldn't be able to see the floor. That's not normal because the transmission doesn't exist. So that's where the transmission came out of, and you can see it's all unhooked down here. But yeah, I mean, it's a really, I mean, the Koreans are doing a great job on engines and stuff, and they're learning, you know. So I remember one of the first Kias that came out had a problem with alignment. It used to eat tires up, and then they fixed it the next year model. And so these guys are making a lot of progress. I mean, some of the new hybrid Korean cars that are coming out, man, they're awesome, and they've got all the intelligence, the auto parking and the summon feature where the car will come to you. I mean, they're doing a lot of good things, and of course competition is good. The more competition, the better it is. But yeah, so the transmission came out of there. We're gonna get another unit, and I'll show you. And maybe if Gage is putting the transmission in, he will be recording it. I'm gonna get him a stand so he can start recording stuff. So you know, one of the questions you might be asking is, what is this bar across the top? So that's a trick. So that's an insider trick. So Gage, what's this bar doing over here? What is that about?
So usually an engine and everything will be held on a motor mount, but when we have to take the transmission out, it's connected partially, and we didn't want the engine to flop over, and we want to keep it up, but at the same time, why would we want to take the engine out if we want just the transmission? So just unhook the top part and everything, all the bottom motor mounts that are connected to it, and then we take the cross member out, which holds the power steering,
some of the other ancillary stuff are around power steering. What is it, like brake and stuff too?
Yeah,
or some of the brake stuff?
Brakes, basically take everything out, and then once we drop the cross member, and then take the flywheel bolts off, make sure the mounts, everything, and then when we...
So guys, really, this part right here is holding the engine up, and it's pulling the engine up so we can get the transmission out. And so that way, normally what the manufacturer calls for is to get the engine out before you get the transmission out. So this is a trick. You don't have to get the engine out. You can get the transmission out from under the engine. Yeah, it's like magic, but it works. So that's why we have this homemade or shop-made cross member in place to hold the engine in place while the transmission's out. Great tip, and Gage over here is doing a great job. He's the one who took that transmission out, and he's gonna put the new one in there, and it'll be good as new. Actually, it'll be better than new once the new one's in there, right?
Yes, and the reason why it's out here because we had to get out the shop, so we had to put a cross member up, everything, connect all, so we can put the power steering, so we can turn the car.
Yeah,
I mean, put the bottom control arms together and everything, just to roll it out. Of course, there's no reason to put neutral or anything.
So you know, people don't understand this. So guys, a lot of times what happens is, you know, when we have a car like this opened up, we can't just leave it to where it doesn't roll. We still have to roll it around back and forth, make some space, you know, get it out of the bays and stuff. So it has to roll by itself, and that's why we have this, and we have the control arms hooked back in so we can roll it, steer it, and all that. And you know, it's just one of those tricks that, you know, on the inside, little secrets, tidbits. Maybe it'll help you out, you know, one of these days. So we'll be back.